What's going on, Shady People? ShadyPenguinn here, welcoming you back to a brand new episode of Shady VGC. Now, if you do not know what VGC is, because it's been quite some time, it is actually the style of battling that is endorsed by Nintendo themselves. There are tournaments, there are championships, there's all kind of events for VGC, which stands for Video Game Championship. Now, in VGC, it's double battles. As you guys can see, I go on Battle Spot in this series, and I play double battles with a VGC team, and we try to rank up as best we can, try to learn some things, try to do some cheeky techniques throughout the series. So what I'm really going to need from you guys, besides the support and the likes and the comments down below, what I really need is some of you VGC vets that are out there, some of you guys that are more familiar with VGC, I need team suggestions. Now, please, when you go ahead and suggest a team, please always include something that can counter the common annoyances in VGC, such as Dark Void Smeargle. That's really the only thing that I really want to see a counter for. For example, on my team, my Thunderous with Taunt and Prankster is my counter for Dark Void Smeargle. Now, a fake out user can also do a fake out plus something else, but then if you get fake outed, it's like, well, you just messed up big time. So Taunt is really the best thing to have to stop Dark Void, especially Prankster Taunt, because you know it's going to be going first every time. So we're going in. This is the classic VGC team I kind of was using for quite some time. This is the team that I feel most confident with, and I am rusty. I am rusty in VGC. So I did play 2 or 3 games. They didn't go fantastically. Well, one of them didn't go fantastically. I won the other 2. But we're going to jump right into this. Remember, leave your team suggestions, full team of 6, and I will go ahead and use your suggestions in this series. Until that point, maybe for like the first 2 episodes, just so I can get the rust off my bones for VGC. I'm going to be using this team that you guys see on the screen. We got our Mega Blaziken, our Taunt Thunderous, Prankster Thunderous. We got our Life Orbed Bisharp, a Mega Gardevoir with Energy. I think it has, no, does it have Energy Ball? I don't remember. It should have Energy Ball because it's there for rain teams. Then we have our Competitive Milotic and our Focus Sash Terrakion. So we're going to see how many wins we can get today. In VGC, I usually only do 2 battles per video. So if you guys are excited for VGC to be back, I heard your outcry on the update video that you guys wanted VGC back, and I honestly miss it, and I planned on bringing it back. So we're here. We're at the moment where this is going to become an integral part of the channel yet again. So please, the only way I can really do this is because I'm so out of touch with the meta. I need your team suggestions. Good teams that can go ahead and pile through, or maybe if you have some cheeky techniques that you want to see me use. The truth is that I'm enjoying going on BattleSpot and actually winning, so I don't want to use just terrible mons. No disrespect, I know every Pokemon is good in its own right, but not really in VGC, to be honest. There are only certain viable mons. So please go ahead and leave your suggestions down below. That'd be awesome. We have some exciting plans coming through for the channel right now. A new season did start, and I was playing last week, and my rating right now is poop. It's like 15 something. But we can see my opponent has a Weavile for Alligator, Whimsicott, Ferret, Gardevoir, and Arcanine. So we have an Intimidate user, we have a Sheer Force for Alligator, we have a possible Fake Out user, and Priority Ice Shard Weavile, and we have this Whimsicott. Now, Whimsicott is my... I don't want to play this game. I don't want to play this game. I see beat up potential with a justified Arcanine. There's just way too much going on. There's way too much that's scaring me. So I'm gonna plan for what I just said, but beat up Arcanine. It seems like it's very viable. I'm gonna open up with Blaziken, and I'm gonna open up with Ankle Weight, because those 2 combined can pretty much handle themselves if the opening does end up being Whimsicott Arcanine. Plus, being able to get that speed on turn 1 is really going to help. That for Alligator is going to be a bit of a problem. Let me check my Navi really quick. Oh, by the way, most importantly, nicknames are on BattleSpot now, which is amazing. So we have Navi, the fairy here, or Navi, Navigate, Navi, it's Navi. It does have the Energy Ball, so it could do pretty well against the... For Alligator, I'm gonna go ahead and bring my Iron Shepherd for Alligator, and even though he has, I don't think the Arcanine is intimidating anymore. Like I said, I changed my mind. I think it's justified. So I'm gonna bring the I Eat Nails because it does hit the Gardevoir really hard. It hits the Weavile really hard. It can hit the for Alligator with a knockoff. There's definitely options. So we're gonna see what we can do against Erapion. So it's really cool that nicknames are finally on BattleSpot. That is so awesome. I know a lot of you guys are wondering where Road to Ranked is. The truth is, if I'm completely blunt, I don't enjoy BattleSpot singles anymore. I really don't. I don't know when it's coming back. It'll eventually come back. Maybe I'll be in the mood to do it. But VGC BattleSpot is going to be our main BattleSpot series. And live Wi-Fi battles, 6v6s are still going to continue throughout, of course. And then we have a couple of LPs going on that I'm really excited for. So Gardevoir is going to trace Blaziken's speed boost, which is super unfortunate. And I don't know what Big Demon's gonna do. Besides frisk me, I don't know what Big Demon's gonna do. I'm gonna go ahead and I am going to Poison Jab the Gardevoir. I'm not really afraid of Big Demon. Maybe I should be, but I'm not. And then I'm gonna go for the Rock Slide. I'm gonna Poison Jab Gardevoir my Blaziken because my Blaziken is running the Poison Jab for like Azumarill and such. and I'm going to just Rock Slide. So hopefully doubling up on this Gardevoir will take him out. There's a chance that the Gardevoir will just go for a Protect, because since the Ferret doesn't seem like a threat at all, it seems like a pretty logical play to... Wait, the Gardevoir is outspeeding my Blaziken. Well, didn't know that. Big Demon uses Follow Me, which is fantastic, because now I can't Poison Jab. Ankle Weight's gonna get the Rock Slide off. Maybe we can get Gardevoir to flinch. That would be nice. Big Demon is not gonna appreciate this Rock Slide. Oh my gosh, Big Demon ate that up. Hyper Voice is gonna connect, and it's super effective on Ankle Weight. Gonna bring me to my Sash, unfortunately. That is really rough. That is really, really rough. So Ferret's job is to Follow Me. I like that. Follow Me is a very good move. Unfortunately, Poison Jab's not gonna do much, but we are gonna snag a Poison, which is okay. We're not gonna snag. Oh, is that a Citrus or a Lom? It is a Citrus. Okay, so. We are gonna have that Poison on there, which really isn't gonna matter too much now. I'd say my biggest problem here... Oh, this is not gonna go well. Now, I could low kick the Ferret. Don't get me wrong. I could definitely low kick the Ferret. In fact, I think I have to low kick the Ferret. I almost want to double Protect and Scout. What if the Ferret also has Quick Attack? I feel like it would. I feel like the Ferret would have Quick Attack. You know what? I'm gonna Flare Blitz the Gardevoir, and I'm gonna Protect Ankle Weight, because I feel like if it has Quick Attack, it's gonna go for it now. And I've never seen a Ferret before. I really have not. So I'm just wondering if maybe perhaps it does have Quick Attack. We are gonna see the Follow Me though, so the Flare Blitz should be able to take the Ferret out. I will outspeed the Gardevoir, and I'm gonna go down to a Hyper Voice, unfortunately. I'm definitely going down to a Hyper Voice here. Big Demon really put in the finest, if I do say so myself. Basically getting rid of my Mega Blaziken, all because I decided to go for a Poison Jab instead of just straight up going for the Flare Blitz on the Gardevoir. But I really didn't want that unnecessary recoil. Unfortunately, though, it's a crit! Unfortunately, though, it would have been great to just get that unnecessary recoil, because the Ferret would have been gone. It would have been over with. So now we have options. I think I'm gonna go ahead. I'm gonna go out into my I Eat Nails, because I feel like now, after seeing how he opened, the Arcanine could still possibly have the Intimidate. But he goes into the Weavile. And that's a fake out Weavile if I ever saw one. That is a fake out Weavile if I ever saw one. So as much as I want to go for a Sucker Punch on the Gardevoir, which should KO. You know what? I think I will. And he's gonna low kick. Is he gonna low kick me? Is he just gonna low kick the Bisharp and not play any games? It's possible that he low kicks the Bisharp and doesn't play any games. It's completely possible. But I really see like a fake out on the Terrakion, especially since I protected last turn. I really think he's gonna fake out on Terrakion. I'm gonna Sucker Punch the Gardevoir. I really think it should pick up the KO. And I'm actually gonna switch out my Ankle Weight for... I'm gonna switch out Ankle Weight for my Iron Chef, because I really think that he's gonna go for that fake out. I really hope I'm right with this. Weavile does go for the fake out onto the Iron Chef, so I will gladly let Iron Chef take that. We see the Life Orb on the Weavile, which means we could have possibly Iron Headed it. However, instead we're gonna get a Sucker Punch off. We need to pick up this KO to have a chance, and we do pick up the KO to have a chance. Whew, let me take a breath. That is insane. So with the fake out wasted, not really wasted, Weavile's a pretty big problem for us. Heart Gold is gonna come out. Heart Gold the Feraligatr. Wow. All right. So we're pretty. Wait. So he's not gonna. The Heart Gold's not gonna have the Life Orb, because we saw the Weavile have the Life Orb. So it might be Lum. I don't know. I feel like he's really just want to go. He's gonna want to go ahead and get rid of I Eat Nails. Definitely with like a low kick. So I'm gonna protect I Eat Nails, and I am going to Thunder Wave the Weavile. Now Iron Chef might be going down to an Ice Punch here, but I really feel like a low kick's gonna come through. Then again, Ice Cold Crash can come through on the Iron Chef just as well. But for some reason, I just feel like he's gonna want to get that Fighting Stab off on the Bisharp. He goes for the Ice Punch though onto the Iron Chef, and Iron Chef is not gonna live that anytime soon. The good news is that we did paralyze the Weavile. Forgive me. Woo! I almost just... Oh, okay, so the Feraligatr has the Fighting Stab. Interestingly enough. Now, my only question is... Weavile has Fake Out. Does he also have Ice Shard? And is it worth the read? Because I know ankle weight cannot one-shot heart gold. Cannot one-shot heart gold at all. So do I sucker punch and rock slide and risk it? I feel like that's the worst play, actually. I mean, I could double protect a scout, but I also feel like that's a waste. I'm gonna go ahead. Do I knock off? I feel like the only way I win this is Parahacks. I can go for Iron Head on Weavile and hope that he doesn't have the Ice Shard. And I'm gonna protect my ankle weight just in case he does have the Ice Shard. So I'm trying to cover both bases, although I feel like I should have just went with one way or the other. But I was running out of time and I got nervous. Aqua Jet! Oh, we made the right play! Thank goodness the Weavile is gonna go down to the Iron Head. Wow. Of course, Aqua Jet makes too much sense. So I'm pretty positive Terrakion. Oh, did he DC? I thought for a second he DC'd. He still has a really good chance of winning this. I'm gonna knock off and I'm going to close combat, kind of letting my ankle weight go down at this point. Definitely. There's not much else I can do. So Heart Gold is gonna go for the ankle weight Aqua Jet. I could have gone for the double protect. I guess that's the better play because you have potential living in the Aqua Jet was so obvious. But on the off chance he just decided to Brick Break, and then he could follow up with an Aqua Jet next turn. So we're gonna knock off the Lumberry. So it was Lumberry. And judging by how much knockoff did, oh no. Well, we outspeed, so we just have to, oh no. This is not good. This is not good at all. Because Aqua Jets can outspeed us every time. So I kind of have to hope that he goes for the Brick Break as I go for a Sucker Punch. That's my only hope. Because if I go for knockoff, he outspeeds. I think he outspeeds naturally. I didn't really get a chance to see because I only saw him using Aqua Jet. And I used Protect the one time that he used Brick Break. All right, we're going to go for Sucker Punch, really hoping that he does go for the Brick Break. Really, really hoping. And he does go for the Brick Break. Can we KO? Can we pick up the KO? Yes, we pick up the KO and we win our first battle back to Shady VGC. That is awesome. Oh my gosh, I can't believe how relieved I am that we're actually going to have one win, at least one win for this episode. So we're going to go in for another battle. That was a really good game. It was really, really cool to see for Alligator on the field in VGC. I never see that. And Aqua Jet is honestly, I mean, it's priority. And priority in VGC is clutch. Priority in VGC is definitely clutch. We are going to continue battling. Of course we are. And we are going to go ahead and use the Pokemon in our party. Yes, that sounds right. And then we're going to go ahead and we are going to go and challenge. So we have one win under our belt so far with this team. And I love this team. It's tried and true for me. It's not perfect at all, but I'm familiar with it. So I kind of know what I should do with it. We're climbing up a little bit higher in the 1500s now. Rampardos, Dusclops, Mawile, Conkeldurr, Cresselia, and Heatran. So right there, I desperately need Bisharp and I desperately need Blaziken. So I think I'm actually going to open up with both of those. And the reason I'm going to do that is because if he does open up with the Mawile and get an Intimidate off, I want to take advantage of that by getting my competitive off of my Bisharp. So with that in mind, the Cresselia, his team is really, it scares me a little bit. I'm going to bring Ankle Weight because Focus Sash is always nice. I'm not going to bring Navigate. I'm not going to bring Navi. That's how you say it. I always forget. Primal Zora doesn't seem like an option really either. I almost feel like I just got to go for speed and go for Iron Chef. Plus, I'll have Iron Chef for the taunt on that Cresselia in case it wants to end up being a Moonlighting Tearjerker. Because I'm not trying to sit there and get stalled out by like Toxic Moonlight or Moonlight in general or Healing Wish or anything like that. Any non-attacking move, I don't want to see it. I'm not in the mood. I'm just not in the mood. So if you guys did not know, the Shady Lady is in Poland. Actually, she's in Prague right now. And she's having a good time. Happy Easter for all of you guys that celebrate Easter. Also, there's going to be something new coming to the channel, and you're only going to know if you made it this far. I'm not going to tell you what it is, but it might be a Let's Play, and it might be a Nuzlocke, but I'm not going to mention anything else about it. Thanks. Also, follow me on Twitter, because you would have already known that. All right, so my opponent opens up with the Conkeldurr and the Cresselia. That is absolutely terrible for us. Absolutely terrible. I have no idea what I want to do here. I have absolutely no idea what I want to do here. I could see so many different things happening. I could see Helping Hand Mach Punch happen. I can see me crying repeatedly. I'm gonna go for the low kick on the Conkeldurr, and I'm going to protect with my Bisharp. Either I protect with my Bisharp or I go straight out into my Thundurus. Kind of tempted to go into Thundurus. I'm gonna go into Thundurus. Am I gonna do that? I'm not really sure. I'm not going to. I'm gonna protect. I'm gonna protect. So we're gonna low kick the Conkeldurr, and we're going to protect. I don't really see the need to Flare Blitz the Conkeldurr. I don't want that recoil with these two Mons out on the field. We could see a Trick Room set up here now that I just thought about it. I totally forgot about Trick Room. I completely forgot about Trick Room. We're gonna low kick, and it's unfortunately not gonna do enough to make it a 2-hit KO. And we're gonna take an Earthquake, and I don't think we're gonna eat it. We're gonna live on 40, and a Trick Room's gonna get set up. So that is absolutely the worst case scenario. It's been so long since I played VGC, I totally forgot that Cresselia Screams Trick Room always open up Thundurus. That's another thing you guys get. That's why Taunt is so good. Taunt is so good. We're in for a world of hurt right now. I'm gonna protect with Forgotten, and I'm gonna switch out into my Iron Chef, kind of hoping that he still sticks with this Earthquake nonsense. Although I feel as though a Mach Punch is going to come through simply because Bisharp potentially is slower than one of his Mons, but I don't think it is. So Forgotten's going to protect as Thundurus comes out, the Iron Chef. And Drain Punch is going to come through on the Iron Chef. Not a good time. Not a good time at all. And I think we're going to see like a Psychic onto the Blaziken. Yep, Psychic onto the Blaziken. And there's no reason for me to Thunder Wave anything or anyone or anybody. And Blaziken is pretty much done at this point because he's just gonna get popped by something. Yeah, he's gonna get popped by anything. I'm gonna try to go for a double protect because why not? And we are going to get some damage off. And we are going to Thunderbolt the Conkeldurr. Although I wouldn't be surprised if we just see an Ice Punch. I fail my second protect. Here's the Ice Punch. Iron Chef is going to go down. Cresselia Trick Room with Conk is so good. I might actually bring that sometime soon because it is ridiculously good. Like I said, I did completely forget that Cresselia is the Trick Room, like, star. I said star of VGC. You see Crest, you think Trick Room immediately. And there's really no two ways around it. I still think a Mach Punch could potentially come, even if I try to stall out this Trick Room right now, which I want to do. I really want to stall it out. I just have this feeling that it's not going to matter. I'm going to double protect because I think Trick Room ends this turn. I'm pretty positive it ends this turn. And he's going to go for the Helping Hand Mach Punch, most likely. Helping Hand Mach Punch? I expect Helping Hand Mach Punch. See, another reason why I wish I had just gone for the Taunt instead of the Thunderbolt. Like I said, the rust is real. The rust is real. Goes for the EQ. Makes more sense, to be honest. And I don't think a close combat, unfortunately, will take the Conkeldurr out. It's really unfortunate. And the Trick Room didn't even run out. I miscounted. Well, got to double protect again. Can we get 2 double protects? Can we get 2 double protects? I should have just went for like the sneeze or something. I eat nails, but it fails. Ankle weight, but it fails. So we failed 3 protects, which I mean, they're 30% each, so you think you'd land one of them, but unfortunately that is pretty much going to be the game. I'm not gonna waste this guy's time anymore, even though I have a Focus Sash, Terrakion. He probably has Mach Punch anyway. We've seen Earthquake, Ice Punch, Drain Punch, and I'm guessing Mach Punch is the 4th, or he could be running Protect since that's what most people run. But we see that Trick Room Destruction is real, and I kind of want to bring those two at some point in the future, but I'm happy we won the first one. We got to get the dust off. We got to get the rust off. We were going to remember now that when we see Cresselia, we got to think Trick Room potential. So always open up with that Thundurus to taunt it immediately and not waste any time. Even if it means losing your Thundurus to an Ice Punch, even if that's what it means, you got to do it. So I want to thank you guys so much for watching. If you enjoyed, please go ahead and leave a like rating down below. Don't forget to comment and subscribe. Leave your team suggestions down there if you are familiar with VGC. If not, sit back, enjoy, be entertained, learn something the way that I'm going to keep learning as we continue through the series. I love you guys so much, but I got to get the heck out of here. Have yourselves a good day, but above all else, keep it shady.